tuned, guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions. So again, it's your boy Cobe Rising.
It's coming for you, coming for you, It's coming for you, coming for you,
Oh Lord, do not forget the gorillas. Everyone know we the realest, a bunch of go-getters. I bet you can tell I'm the illest. You don't need your fingers to feel it. You know I can straight spit, knock you out with a late hit. Feel like I'm the one, like I'm Neo, but this is the real life, not the Matrix. I'm about to go ape shit.
Ain't no gotta roll out. I know gotta roll out, yeah. I know gotta roll out, yeah. I roll on to
like a jail cell bar. Hey, freestyle never wrong. Get the money like a boss. Hey, man, I had to give a little freestyle for y'all, man. You dig it? What's going on, man? What's going on? It's your boy Cobe Rise and Rise. You dig? We back at it again with a banger. Shout out to Queen City Organics. You dig? It's how you want to live your life. Excuse me. Queen City Organics. Get your sea moss. True High Clarity is how you want to live your life. You dig? But we're just going to get to them too. You know what I'm saying? True High Clarity. How you want to live your life. True High with Clarity. Go get your fit. Get your merch. TrueHighClarity.com. You're going to be looking fresh like your boy. The fitness gear is out there. We got the long sleeves out there. We have the jumpsuits out there. You can get a good workout in, and it's going to be good for the wintertime so you guys can warm it up. Shout out to my dog, Be Easy in the building. He says, I got a few of your tracks on my phone. Hey, y'all ain't hear me freestyle, man. Listen, we used to rap back in the day. My homie B got the tracks back in the day, man, back when we was in college and high school getting it in. Yes, sir, Ski. Shout out to my dog, Be Easy. Matter of fact, bro, I'm going to give you a Don DeMarco in this thing, bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to my dog Gaines in the building, my boy. Bumba Cloud. Hey, shout out to Renico. Happy hump day. You did. Hey, I'm going to tell y'all what I did. I did some legs on hump day. I also did some shoulders and also did some biceps, man. So, you know, we was getting it in today at the gym, y'all. So you already know what we do. Hey, man, that's how we roll. Shout out to Run Nico in the building. Shout out to my boy Gang said, hey, yo, you got to tell us where you find them beats, bruh. Hey, them beats, man, I'm going to have to put y'all on game, man. I actually know somebody who makes beats too, for real, for real. So if y'all looking for some beats, y'all let me know because we got the plug, you dig, on these beats. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you who else we got up in the building. You know I ain't alone out here. Y'all hear that in the background? I know y'all hear that in the background. Shout out to my dog. Shout out to my dog Jabari in the building, bro. What's going on, bro? Ski. Shout out to Charmaine in the building. What's going on? Yeah. How you feeling, bro?
What's going on? What's going on?
Hey, man, listen. I'm going to tell you what's going
I'm
on.
feeling good and well, man.
Them races going on. If y'all don't know, shout out to my boy Jabari for finishing that race. High Rocks, the big dog, Jabari Tribe.
Yes. Yep. Yeah.
Hey, man, you know how we roll, man.
Yeah,
you got some support out here, man. I seen your pictures and I seen your videos. I said, man, let me show everybody what Jabari got going on. Because listen, y'all know, man, Jabari is David Goggins 2.0, bro. Like, the man gets it in more than anybody else that I know. I mean, the way he runs in the weight room, eating right. This man stays consistent. I don't know anybody else who out here beating this man. Like, for real. Shout out to my dog Gang. He said, hey, Barry be getting it in, man. What's up?
Thanks,
hey, bro, y'all don't even know Jabari a real beast out here.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
As a matter of fact, we're going to show y'all how much of a beast he is, man. Go ahead. Tell him what you done did this weekend, bro.
All right. So, this past weekend, High Rocks was so this weekend, High Rocks was back in the ATL again. Had to come back for some redemption and dedicate this race to a dear person I know that passed away a few months ago, Ron Shadegg. Great guy that was fearless on the course as well as fearless in faith too. So I dedicated that race I did this past weekend to the memory of him. Went out there. I was training for many months, being diligent, my running, my nutrition. I cut weight. I think I was weighed between 200 and 200.
Y'all can hear Jabari in the comments.
Years.
Absolutely. Go ahead, bro.
So we executed on all levels. And that Cole's going to bring this up in a bit to see how much improvement I've done, which was a lot. Thanks to RMR training, I was able to not get a 15-minute PR. It could have been 20 to 25 minutes if not for cramping. That's how impressed, I'm to my own how impressive it was.
Hey, look at them numbers, y'all. Them numbers is crazy comparing to what the rest of everybody else did. That boy was green.
Let me go over this. Yeah, so let me go over this. So what's beautiful about High Rocks and great about it specifically is you can get race analytic and race stats, statistics, and analytics that can, you can use for yourself to improve your race to see where you're strong at, see where you're weak at, and improve. So there are many apps out there, and this one app particularly called Rocks Fit, in which breaks down the stats of all your races and previous races and how you improve. So with this snapshot here, this is a comparison of what I did this past weekend and what I did in April in Atlanta, the same race. So all those numbers are in the green. That's how much improvement that has happened.
Dang. Okay, so that's the difference. So these are the seconds, right? So you got, okay, so let's look at number 3. Let's say the run 2. Run 2 looks like the time was like 5:08, which was what, I guess a 38-second improvement. Did I read that right?
Yes.
Correct. Okay. Correct. Bro, that's insane, bro. Look, you got like a minute 16 better, 30-second better. Bro, these numbers are crazy. Look at the last one, y'all. Burpees, broad jumps. That man went from 7 minutes and 25 seconds to
80 meters.
3 minute. That is insane, man. I'm gonna give you applause, bro, because that is killing the game. Killing the game out here, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So that was a few other stats too. But if it wasn't for those runs, it could have been a 20 to 25 minute PR.
Right.
I could have been down in the 130s. That's how good my conditioning's been, my running's been, and just all to the training. And just the main thing that just wanted to say is that if you dedicate yourself, regardless of what you're doing in fitness, whatever if you dedicate yourself to, if you be diligent in the work, the results will come.
Facts.
The results will come.
Shout out to you, man.
I was actually telling there's other people I know that raced out there, and they was doing their first one. I appreciate it. And did that first one, and it was just like they was going for a target time, hour 45 minutes. But but unfortunately, but they didn't get that. But that's all good because they still completed anyway. And the whole point is that with this race, especially your first one, don't set expectations. Just get a baseline and then go from there. And use the data to formulate your work, your training plan to get the results that you want. But if you dedicate yourself to the process, whether in fitness, weight loss, etc., and you're diligent in your plan, you stay on top, you stay consistent, you will get results.
That's a fact, man. That's a fact. We're gonna get some questions, bro. I think Gaines actually got a question for you. He was like 220. That's what's up, Bar. You like 6'3", 6'4"?
Oh yeah, I'm 6'1".
What you like 6? You like 6'3"?
No, 6'1".
6'1". My fault. 6'1".
6'1".
Y'all 6'1". So
yeah.
He also said that's impressive. He said, "How did you get your stamina up?" That's a good question.
The simple plan, what I did a lot of this past run is a lot of zone, a ton of long runs and long cardio, specifically zone 2.
There you go.
Zone 2 running, zone 2 elliptical stuff, and when I talk about a lot of time in that, I'm talking about at least 50 minutes plus. And just,
you know what?
Doing that and low zone 2 conversational pace. Yeah.
So for people that don't know, right? Because you got people that listen to this that's not really into fitness, but they don't know what these terms mean, right? So when you say zone 2 cardio, right? Like you broke it down for 50 minutes, right? So explain to the people what it means to be a zone 2 cardio, because I don't think we discussed the descriptions so people can understand what the benefits of it is, what exactly it is, and what it does for you to prepare you for something like a High Rocks race, right? So break down what you mean by you did zone 2 cardio for like 50 minutes.
Gotcha. So basically, we have heart rate zones. It goes from 1 to 5. And basically how you calculate that, if I'm trying to remember specifically, you take 180 then minus your age to get your max heart rate. And then there's a scale for that too, regardless of heart rate zones. Zone 2, to summarize it, is basically conversational pace. Not anything super intensive, just light. Just light to teeny bit moderate, but just light up. Conversational pace, in which something you can hold for well over an hour. So one of the things that was did 5 to 6 mile runs at zone 2, which was very conversational pace. Thank you for bringing that up. I appreciate that.
I got you, brother. Absolutely. So can you see that, Gaines? This is the heart rate zone right here. Maximum, hard, moderate, light, very light. And these are some of the benefits of it, right? And that's pretty much what Jabari was talking about, which is the max heart rate zone. So that's your heart rate percentages. So you got 65 to 80%, which is aerobic endurance. You got tempo, which is 77 to 87. Threshold, which is about 84 to 94%. And then VO2 max. That's like the maximum. So that's like high intensity type of deal. You know what I'm saying? So this is kind of where Jabari was talking about.
Yeah. So basically, and a lot of that was basically just building up the aerobic engine. Something that was happening in the last 2 races that I had, previous High Rocks races that was happening, was that I was losing gas, losing fuel, especially at the end of the race, because I remember in each of my previous 2 races, I was coming in at the wall balls at average at the 145, 150 mark. And basically was running out of gas. And there was times in which I was like power walking doing those later runs instead of, consistently running. So one of the big things was build up a road engine to make sure that I had enough stamina in the tank and that I could hold it, and that keep that pace.
Yep. And so Gaines, this is what he was talking about too when it comes to your age, right? So if you can see this right here, you're looking at this age is 20, this is 25, 30, 35, 40, and so forth. This is the VO2 max effort to anaerobic to aerobic cardio training endurance to weight control, which is fitness fat burn, and then moderate activity, right? So this is just giving you a perspective. And on the left-hand side is the beats per minute, in percentages. So that way you can actually see the breakdown of what your beats per minute should be at a certain percentage of age. So we can give the example of a 30-year-old, right? So if a 30-year-old is doing some type of zone 2 cardio, that's going to be more so cardio training for endurance, right? Aerobics. So for someone who's 25, there should be at about 137 beats per minute versus somebody who's like up in this age, right? So it's giving you the differences in heart rate based on age. You see what I'm saying? Because obviously the younger you are, the higher you can expect your VO2 max to be, because you're at a younger age. So you can pretty much get there much better to where your body's not gassed as much. You see what I'm saying? So it's a beautiful breakdown. Appreciate y'all for hearing me on IG. So yeah, they can hear you on IG. Shout out to Destiny Love in the building. What's going on? But yeah, so that's why I wanted you to break that down from a zone 2 cardio perspective, because people they're not in the fitness game like we are, but when people listen to it, they trying to learn some game. So there's different levels to different cardios. You can see on the screen, you got hardcore, maximum effort, cardio training, endurance, right? Cardio training endurance is more that zone 2. Anaerobic is more like hardcore, like hit exercise training. VO2 max, you're like sprinting, running for your life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like if you're running from the boys, you ain't definitely that VO2 max. You dig? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out to who up in here? K Token, what's going on? But yeah, man. So I appreciate you for breaking that down. Shout out to Runico. She says, thanks for explaining, because I did not know what zone 2 was. See, and that's what we're here to do. We're here to break it down so you can understand what the benefits of it is. And what he's saying is the benefits of zone 2 cardio is you can go for a longer time, which is why endurance training is important. Doing high rocks, you need endurance because it's a lot that you have to do for an extended period of time. So there's a specific amount of training that you need to do, right? So for me as a trainer, I need to know what your goals are. So for example, if someone's trying to get stronger in the gym, we're going to do something called strength training. It'll be a little bit different than doing a VO2 max training. You see what I'm saying? Because a VO2 max would be more so for sprinting. You want to be able to increase your VO2 maximum effort for an extended period of time, which is why you have different exercise zones. High intensity to anaerobic to the HIIT workout, because this is going to help you extend it a little bit further so you can keep your exercise zones high, and then you can extend it lower, which is what Jabari was talking about for cardio training. So you can go for 50 minutes to maybe an hour of zone 2. Now I'm going to give y'all a game from a fitness perspective too. When you do zone 2 cardio, that is how you obtain maximum effort to burn fat. Let me say that one more time. If you're looking to burn a lot more fat, zone 2 cardio on a daily consistent basis is going to be your friend. Okay. So, and I'm not saying that the rest of the training is bad. I'm not saying if you just do just zone 2 cardio, like that's all you got to do. I'm not saying that. I think you need to experience all levels of exercise zones to give you the best benefit for your specific training style regimen. I personally train for all of them. So I train for athleticism. Why? Because I was in track. I also did sports, which is going to work on your balance and strengthening on individual leg muscles, for example, and individual arm muscles. So for boxing, you need to do all of these things in zone 2 cardio so that way you can last a long time in the boxing ring. Because in combat sports, you need to be able to last. You don't get your ass kicked. You dig? So weight training also goes into this because you need to be strong as you do it. So for me, when I train, I want you to be a strong beast that's going to last a very long time, and you're going to look jacked. So that's why I'm doing the bodybuilding phase of it, because that works on the aesthetics of what you look like, your physique. There's where people that want to look a certain way when they want to put certain clothes on. I also am a teaching of make sure that your insides are healthy. So the outside is a result of the inside, because you got some motherfuckers who look good on the outside, but boy, I'm telling you something, that boy can't run a mile to save their life. You dig what I'm saying? That's why Jabari is so important, because he's showing y'all what he's doing. He's looking good and actually being a beast, like using your body for your specific regimen. You dig? So yeah, I just want to break that down for y'all. So,
That's
yeah.
right. That's right. There was actually some jack guys out there that were walking, man. That's crazy.
You see what I'm saying? Exactly. Just because y'all jack, man, that doesn't mean anything. Hell, if anything, that's going to drain your stamina even worse, which is why you need to train important.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, dig. Let me see what else we got up in here. SG says, good info, C. Appreciate the breakdown. I got you, big dog. How do you condition yourself for VO2?
Okay.
Is it a lot of hit? That's a perfect question. But first, let me get to these comments real quick. Shout out to my dog, Orion Stoner. What's going on, big homie? So, there's different types of training. I'm gonna just give you a perspective because I did track, right? So in track, if you're training for the 100 to 200 meter dash, right, and you are going to get to your 100% VO2 max, there's no doubt about it. If you're trying to sprint as fast as you can, the main thing about sprinting is to be fast but be controlled, right? So you don't want to get to your VO2 max and just be outlandish, because your body goes through different things when you get to certain exercise sizes, and exercise zones. So I already know Jabari know what I'm talking about. So if you're sprinting for a very long time, sometimes you may not necessarily be aware. So that's why it's important for you to train something like HIIT or something like a VO2 max for an extended period of time, and then come back to where you're more in an aerobic hardcore training, and then back it up to a cardio training endurance, which is zone 2. So that way your body can give enough time to rest to get back up to that VO2 max. So a perfect example is this. In a sprinting workout, if you're training to be faster than 100 and the 200 meter dash, you want to do splits of 400 meter dashes, meaning this. The 400 meter dash is 1 lap around the track. 4 laps around the track is 1 mile. So that's just giving you a number perspective so you understand what a 100 meter dash is. 100 meter dash is one of those 1 full laps, meaning one part of it, because it's broken up into 4 different quadrants. Now, you would do splits of 1 400 meter dash, meaning you would run it as fast as you can, aka you want to not sprint it, but you want to stride it, a fast stride. Then you do splits of a 300. So 300, you're going to go a little bit faster than you would the 400 because you got a shorter distance. Then you would sprint the 200. You see what I'm saying? Then you sprint the 100. Then what you do is you jog the lap around, which is going to get you down to the zone 2 cardio because your heart rate is now decreasing. And then you start it over. You stride the 400 again, and you're doing it for an extended period of time because you're training your body to go and increase your VO2 max to max effort, because you're doing all exercise zones. There you go, Jabari. Yep. And you're using that as your repeats, So by the time you're done, I did that too. You would do a whole, you're probably going to do a mile, but it's going to be in spurts of sprints. And you're not going to stop. You're going to continue to jog at a slow pace. Obviously, you can walk if you need it, but the point of it is you're going to walk at first because you haven't done it before. But that's the point of training. When you train, you work your way up to where you might be able to do a whole 2 miles within the same time frame that you would have done before in 1 mile. You understand what I'm saying? That's a way that you can train gains to condition yourself to increase your VO2 max to where it's not going to impact you as bad as it would be had you not trained specifically to it. What's going on, Black Barbie? How you doing, shorty? So that is an example of how you would train for your VO2 max. And I know, Jabbar, you've done that plenty of times over. Those type of trainings.
Yeah, definitely plenty of times. I had workouts prescribed in which they were like 400 repeats, 4x4s, and some other and some other like 4
y'all on IG. Let me know if y'all have any questions too, because he's breaking it down from a High Rocks perspective. I just want to make sure that y'all can get y'all's questions in because he's here and he can actually answer them live for y'all. So yeah.
Right, because this is a, with fitness racing, there is not necessarily a set formula. There's so many ways to train for it.
Correct.
And stuff like that. And it's one of those races where you can't just pop in and think your general gym fitness is going to carry you through. No, it will not.
Because it's different type of training.
You need strength, and you also need blend of endurance, and also know how to also run while compromised, which is a lot of that.
That's that control portion.
Yes, and I saw a lot of that in which people were getting wrecks out there, and there was a good bit of walkers out there.
Yep.
And as I was actually talking to somebody, as at throughout the event, throughout the weekend, they was like, telling split times or faster times, and somebody asked me, it's like, dang, they really run that fast, finishing these events in 55 minutes. Some people said yes, it's happening. However, you have in order to get those times, you have to be elite speed.
Facts.
And I think it was a ratio of on the runs in order to actually. I think the runs had to be like under. I think for that speed to be under per kilometer under 25 minutes or something like that. But the run speed, they're averaging like 5.5, 5:30 per mile runs to even to hold those speeds, and it's a lot.
Yep.
And stuff like that. But beside that point too, also nutrition also plays a huge factor too, especially hydration.
Of course.
And in two of those runs I actually cramped up, and I had to power walk to
to get through
it. And then rebuild back speed. If it wasn't for those, which I never cramped before prior to last weekend, if that didn't happen, I would have knocked off additional 6 or 7 minutes right there.
There you go. I'm glad you said that too, because I wanted people to see that.
And then I would push it to be between 20 to 25 minute PR, which is nothing. And just to explain this, that is a 50. I sometimes kick to myself like, dang, yeah, I really did that. But that PR is huge. Usually people shave off seconds or a few minutes, but 15 minutes and even a potential additional of 10 to 15 more to that is a testament to the training. I don't blow myself up like that.
Jenny, what's going on?
Thank you, Jenny. But it was impressive. I ain't gonna lie. But definitely that is key.
Yeah. Shout out to Jenny. She says she's been controlled in the mile as well. Yeah. And I think you might have missed that, Jenny. We did talk about that control portion. That's the first thing I started with the cardio was to do the different exercise zones. And that's why I brought up on the picture. Yes, you want to be controlled, because I did sprints in track. And so with sprints, you got to be controlled with your VO2 max. You know what I'm saying? But that goes across the board. That goes across the board with you're doing the mile, the 2 mile, sprinting, everything. So that's a good point. Always made us do sprints, even though with 2 mile, 1 mile athlete, it makes your time out faster. Yep. And that's the point of you training in all exercise zones. This goes across the board. So even in the mile, you still need to train for endurance, but you also still want to train for sprinting, because when you get that, when you're doing the mile and you're on that last 100 meter, you're going to sprint it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to sprint that thing. And so that's the point of everybody doing these different exercise zones training. So they may do it a little bit differently than the mile, than the 2 mile versus the 100, but the exercise zones are still going to be the foundation. It's just which one you're going to start with. So yes, that is super, super important. I remember back in high school when I did track, we would run a line in person. Oh, I know you did the distance, because everybody in distance did that same thing. The person at the front got to sprint around to the track to reach the back of the line. Jenny, we did that shit for probably about 3-4 miles. Like, for real. That's right there. That got your endurance up, because you could not walk. If you did long distance, like the mile and 2 mile and track, you ain't walking. You are running, jogging. You're doing all of that. You dig? So, yeah, that's a good point. Shout out to SAG. He says, I hated that 400 backstretch. Tested that stamina, love 100, 110, and 200. Bro, I did the 400. I did the 200. I did the 100. I did the damn 4x2. Man, I did the jumps, dog. I promise you. I did the 800, Jenny. That was the longest one I did. Now, I could have did the mile, but I was like, nah, like, because you couldn't do but so much in track. I was already doing the field events. I was already doing some of the sprints. So you really couldn't do the long distance as well, because that has been too much on my body. And me personally, I started track late. But the point of it was, like, you got to train for what it is that you're trying to accomplish, right? So
Oh,
I know we
big
went a
time.
little bit overboard. We may have to
Yeah.
do another show, bro, where we're just gonna break down like the different training aspects because we could go for like an hour on that shit for real.
Mhm. Yeah, it's so expansive, man.
If
So
y'all, matter of
expansive.
fact, if y'all want to hear some more stuff like that, where we break down like different fitness exercise zones, like give me a thumbs up in the comment section. I might just do a week where we just like chop that shit down. You know what I'm saying? We break it down from a training perspective, an athlete perspective, like all the different things, because I think it's important for people to see what the benefits are, but at the same time, understand what you're going for, because we're all in this thing. It's a lifestyle at this point. So it's about what you're trying to do. Jabari doing high rocks, I'm doing bodybuilding, etc. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Tell my boy Gang, he said you already know. So yeah, we might have to do this one day for sure, man. So
Yeah,
all right, man. Let's go ahead and get
Yeah.
this show started, man. So let
definitely.
me go ahead and all right. So if y'all saw my thumbnail, you dig. Y'all already saw what the heck we had going on out here. Y'all already saw that. So let me pull my screen up real quick, man. The title of today's
Yes.
episode is The American Diet, the drinking diet. You dig? So if y'all didn't see it, there's people out there that do not drink water. The delusion is absolutely real. The delusion is absolutely real. Can you believe people out here not drinking no water? Jabari. There's folks out here that's not drinking no
That's
water
nuts.
at
I'm
all.
drinking mine now. That's crazy.
You already know. Look,
That is-
BCAA,
it is
water,
crazy.
all that. You did.
Hey, you
You
need
said, well,
that for
that's
your
what
system.
you hit in the weight room. Yeah. All right. So let me go ahead and play. Let me show my screen real quick so I can show y'all what's going on. Man, let me know if y'all can
Yeah.
hear it. Give me a thumbs up in the comment section if y'all can hear it. Here we go.
Drink water during the day? No water at all? Okay. All right. And then what are you drinking during the day?
Sodies.
Sodies.
Sody pops.
Okay. And how much do you think you drink a day?
8 to 12 a day.
8 to 12 cans? Mm-hmm. Okay. And it's regular soda?
No, it's that.
It's diet? Okay.
I'm
Bro, 8 cans of soda a day is insane. And you're not drinking any water? Y'all not drinking no water?
Oh, no.
What's going on? Shout out to my dog Bobby in the building, man. What's going on? So if y'all didn't see it on IG, man, these people are not drinking water. They're drinking 8 cans of soda a day. And then after they have sugar, they're drinking diet soda, which we understand what that really means. You still add more sugar on top of it. It's absolutely insane. Let me finish playing the video, man. We're going to get back to it. Listen now, pay attention to what this lady says next. She's going to tell y'all what her mother told her. And we're going to cover this topic so much right now. Oh, he says a slight echo. Is it still echoing, bro?
No.
It doesn't?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah.
All right, bet. My fault, y'all. So listen to this part, what she says. She says she's going to get to the point of what her mother told her. All right, so let me play it real quick. I'm going to mute myself because I know it's a slight echo. So I want you guys to let me know if you can hear it in the comments.
Mom told us when we were younger, if we ate a sugar, you drink a Diet Coke afterwards and it'll cancel out the sugar.
Okay. Do you believe it to be true? Yeah.
I did when I was a kid.
Sure. Okay. Do you drink?
Now that right there is absolutely crazy. Crazy. You hear what that lady's, you hear what she said her mother told her? After you have your sugar, make sure you drink a Diet Coke. And look at the result. Look at the result. Damn shame. Damn shame. Shout out to my dog Bobby in the building, man. He says 8 cans of soda. That's nuts. Bro, listen, 8 cans of soda, bro. I don't think y'all understand what 8 cans of soda is equivalent to. A can of soda, right? I'm about to show y'all like how much sugar is in 1 can of soda. It's 39 grams of sugar in 1 soda. These mother lovers are drinking 8. rounded up to 40. That's over 300 grams of sugar. And you're drinking a Diet Coke after that, too. I'm about to pull up something real quick so I can show y'all this.
Yeah, show the actual measurements.
Check this out. Now, for most men, let me pull this. Let me share my screen real quick because I want y'all to see this shit. I want y'all to see this bullshit here. The daily recommended dose of sugar, according to the American Heart Association, for most men, no more than 36 grams per day. These mother lovers are drinking 320 grams of sugar. And they add in Diet Coke on top of that, which is extra sugar on top of that. It gets worse. It gets worse. Look at this shit right here. The lethal amount of sugar is approximately 5.4 pounds of sugar for a 180-pound person. Look at this shit here. The median lethal dose of sugar is approximately 13.5 grams per pound of body weight. For a 180-pound person, that equals about 2,400 grams or 5.4 pounds. Bro, they're on the... I just want y'all to see this shit. They're doing this shit on a daily. On a daily. Think about if you do 302... Let's round up, say 350. 350 grams of sugar per day. That's in a drink. You got to count. You're not even accounting for what they're eating. There's probably sugar in their food too. There's probably sugar in that food too. So if you're doing 350 times 7, bro, you already at 2,450 grams of sugar. Look at that. You are getting the lethal dose in 1 week in just soda. In just soda, you are already at a lethal amount of sugar. In just soda. I just told y'all that's in, you heard what they said? They're drinking 8 cans of soda a day. And they're drinking Diet Coke. So you got to round it up to 350 minimum. Not including the food, because you know they eating pizza, they eating potato chips, they eating crumble cookie, donuts. I guarantee they're drinking coffee with the whipped cream and the extra sugar. Y'all, they're at the lethal dose in 1 week. Uh-oh. Do you see how scary it is? This is why I'm promoting the healthiness. Sorry, Dre said that is crazy. Dre, I'm going to tell you something. As crazy as it is, that's typically what happens in the American diet. This is why I'm such an advocate for making sure that people get into shape and from a mostly plant-based perspective. The reason why is because it teaches you to eat mostly vegetables to stay away from the sugars. Jabbar, you saw how crazy that is, bro?
That's insane. Even just think about a pound of, the regular pound of granite, just a pound of sugar that you see in the store.
You saw how I broke that down? That's crazy.
That's nuts.
It's nuts. And that's just in drinking. That's just what they consume in drinks, not including the food, not including the lifestyle. And I know they're not exercising, which makes it worse. Right. If y'all have to take note of this video, pin this video, what I'm doing, and replay this shit and show it to all your big back ass friends. 8 cans of soda per goddamn day, 350 grams per day of sugar. For 7 days, you're already at the lethal sugar intake dose of killing yourself. Crazy. Shout out to Freckles 08. What's going on? That's crazy, Jabbar. That is absolutely insane. Shout out to Jenny. She says, "Oh, we called that caterpillar sprinting from back." Yeah, that's true. That's what we called it too. The 400 is the hardest in my opinion. You basically have to sprint the whole pup. Yeah. You know, I call it a stride, but you're pretty much right. You do have to sprint that thing. You dig? Shit crazy. Shout out to Gaines. He said, "Oh shoot, them 1,000-pound sisters, did they lose the weight? That much soda is dangerous." You saw how I broke that down? Shout out to SCG. He says 8 times 80 equals 640 grams of sugar a day. That's insane, and that's begging for cancer.
Yep.
He says sodies is diabolical. Listen, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. The amount of sugar, what does it to your brain? You see why she says sodies.
Mm-hmm.
If you're drinking that much sugar, think about what it's doing to your brain. It's deteriorating your brain. So of course she's not gonna say it properly. She sounds uneducated. So this is why I say for people that may not necessarily be in shape or understand what that looks like, your brain is affected whenever you drink your sugar. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my camera, y'all. My bad. But yeah, that's just what it is. That's exactly what it is, y'all. So yeah, Jabbar, can you believe that shit, though, man?
Yeah, that's like how like
that's the I don't think y'all was ready for that shit. Y'all wasn't ready the fact that I had to pull up the lethal dose. Shout out to my dog Bobby. He says facts, and they don't exercise. That's too. Yeah, they say exercise is too much, but here y'all drinking the damn lethal death drink every goddamn look. In 1 week, y'all already at lethal death. Y'all are knocking on death's door, and you see why I'm such an advocate to get in shape. Being overweight already puts you at risk of heart issues. Now you're gonna add 7 cans of soda on top of that, which is already at the lethal dose of sugar in 1 damn week. It's fucking crazy. Shout out to Gang says, and they're not drinking water. Thank you. They're not drinking any water. 44 grams of sugar plus 44 grams of additional sugar. And you see, I didn't even say that. That's additional sugar that you add on top of that. And so it's more like 88 grams. You're right.
Yes.
You're right. Matter of fact, let's do that math, bro. So let's do 640 times 7. Matter of fact, yeah. Thank you for saying that. So 640 times 7. Bro, you're doubling it. Look at it. Look at the amount. Look at the amount, y'all. 4,480 grams of sugar in 1 week. You are past the lethal dose of freaking sugar. So y'all really killing yourself. This is why I say if you are obese, you are literally killing yourself based on the numbers. This is why I say it's important. And guess what? I bet you if they knew that they were actually killing themselves, that they would do better. But when you eat so much and when you have this mindset, you don't think about this. You're just eating just to be eating. Eating just to be eating. So yes, Gaines, you're actually correct. That amount of sugar was not even added. If you add the sugars that's added to the drinks, that actually doubles it. So you're over the lethal dose in 7 days. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. You know what I'm saying? What you got on that, bro, before we move on to the next, bro? I don't think they was ready for that one, dog.
People don't know that this stuff that sugar kills, and there is a certain amount that does.
Yep.
Even just think about all that makes my head hurt.
It makes my stomach hurt.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. I don't think that, and I'm gonna make it real bad for y'all. Just think about the kids. Think about the kids and how much sugar that y'all feeding their ass. Oh, we're gonna get to it though. We're gonna get to the video. Let me know if y'all can hear it in the comment section. Hey man.
It's first cycle, man.
It is. You're right. But see, this is what we have to do. We have to teach our kids a lesson. When we know better, we do better. So here's an example of a guy who has an overweight child. And this is what this person is doing once they realize it. Now, the video is meant to be funny, but I'm using it as a teaching moment to show what we need to change in the culture. You dig? Shout out to Dre. She says, how do they not have continuous headaches? You know what's crazy? They probably do have headaches, but they don't know they have a headache. That's a real bar. People are unhealthy, but they don't know they're unhealthy because they are used to being so unhealthy that they've normalized the unhealthiness. So they may have a headache, but they may think, oh, that's just normal for them. So they don't admit they have a headache. But if they were healthy and if they were feeling the way that they would feel, they would know they have a headache. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm gonna use the example of the water. When I went mostly plant-based, I started to drink different water. So to the point where I drank no bottled water for almost a year plus. I went back to Dasani water, Aquafina water. I kid you not. When I drank that water, I could taste a buttload of chemicals to the point where I could not drink that water. You could not get me to drink it because I could literally taste it. But the reason for that is because I've diluted and I've cleaned my palate to the point where I can actually taste real things. So people have a palate that's not diluted, well, that is diluted to where when they drink a bottle of Aquafina, they don't even know it's chemical because they've been training their body to get used to it. So in that same example is why, Drea, they don't know that they have a headache. Is because they've trained their body. Think about how big they were. So I know you didn't see it. These were obese people. So to them, they don't even know they have a headache because they're already obese already. So their bodies are used to the unhealthy habits. Shout to Charmaine, she says the headaches are very bad when you stop drinking soda, almost like a migraine. Yeah, because your body's getting used to the reset. So that's what happens when you do a caffeine break. So when you break from caffeine, yeah, you're gonna have headaches or whatever because you're weaning your body off of it. So whenever you get through that weak phase or whatever it is, eventually your headache is going to go away. It's kind of like fasting. When you fast for an extended period of time, you're going to get a headache too. So yes, that is just a part of your body getting used to the changes, right? That's the whole point of doing things healthy. People don't know they're unhealthy. Somebody like that lady that's obese and said that their mother told them that every sugar that you have to drink a Diet Coke, yeah, their mother trained them to be obese. Their mother trained them to be obese. And so this is indoctrinated in the society. This is indoctrinated into the American culture, which is why the American diet system is so rigged. It's absolutely rigged to get you guys out of shape and sick. Shout Dre says, okay, that makes sense. Absolutely. And that's what we're here to do. I'm here to wake y'all up. If y'all sleeping, I'm here to wake y'all up with the truth. And so people will call me like every name in the book except for really helping them out. I will show a video like that and actually break down why that's the case so that way people can see that it's literally killing them. I just showed y'all what it was. You dig? Shout out says, oh, y'all read that already. Shout to SAG. He says that's why cancer is so rapid, especially if the genes is active in you. And you know where that comes from, passing down things from parents who are not doing the right things. You dig? Shout out Brown Ball. He says, I was at Magic City Classic football game weeks ago. Shout out to you. And the number of overweight college kids was disturbing. Boy, yeah, we about to get into it. We about to get into it, man. Brown Body, what up, brother? Yeah. Shout out to Jenny. Says, oh, Kobe, I went to that fresh spring water spot. Yo, shout out to you. I'm glad you went. So y'all, yeah, we're going to get over that. We're going to get to it. We're going to talk about that too, Jenny. But anyway, I'm going to show y'all this video real quick. So let me know if you guys can hear it in the comment section. Give me a thumbs up while I play the video. And yeah, here we go, y'all. I'm going to mute myself real quick so that way you guys don't hear the echo.
Hey, what you doing? What you doing? Nah, you ain't finna get nothing. Come over here. Come on, man. Put that down. Come over here. Get over here, bro. This is where you supposed to be over here with the fruit. We both got to be on this. I got to lead by example. Huh? Come on.
Shout out to that brother. Lead by example. He said, no. Come on over here. Slide over here to them fruits. Y'all see the kid is obese, about the same size as the previous video. Yeah. So you can imagine what. First of all, they're at a buffet, so you already know that they have been training their kid to be eating this type of food already. And the fact that the kid went to the unhealthy thing first lets you know where the parents were teaching. And you heard what he said. I'm gonna lead by example. So this is an example of a parent that knew that they were messing up. You dig? Shout out my dog Bryce in the building. What's going on? And they knew that they were being unhealthy to the point where they noticed that their kid was obese. So now the kid has to learn based on what the parents are doing. So if the kids are going to learn, they have to learn by what the parents do. So the parent is showing y'all, hey, I'm leading by example. Don't eat that food. Bring your ass over here to them fruits and bring your ass over here to them vegetables. All right. So I'm gonna keep playing the video, play it all the way through, and then we'll review it real quick. All right.
Yes, that's what you need to be eating. King, straighten your face up.
Hey man, he said, "Hey, straighten that face up." You see that little boy face? Yeah. Hey man, that joke was funny, man. But y'all can see this man face when he over there trying to eat that food. You see how smile? Look at the smile he got on. He was happy. But then when he told me to go over there into them fruits and vegetables, now look at his face. Look at his face now. He don't like that. Look, about to slam the plate down. Look at him walking around, pointing to the watermelon. Like, hey, yeah, eat that fruit. You know what I'm saying? And go to them straight. Look at him. Boy, he's so mad. Like he done told him, nah, eat them salad. Eat the salad. And see, this is my point. It's indoctrinating the children. See how mad he was? Because the kid is used to eating this big back ass food. You know what I'm saying? And he's mad about it. But again, this is what the sugar does to the brain. It's conditioning you guys, right? And there's no reason why this little boy should be this big. That's why I say Brown Baldy, when you was on point, talking about they built like aunties. This is my whole point. Kids should not be built like this. Hell, adults shouldn't be built like this. So you damn sure kids shouldn't be built like this. That's damn near child abuse. It's absolutely insane. Look, now see, look how slow he's putting that salad on his plate. He was sad. He's not used to eating salad. I seen a kid who was happy to eat his fruits and vegetables because their parents were in shape and they were teaching their kid that this is what you eat. So of course the kid was happy about that. This kid's not happy because he's used to eating fried chicken and goddamn French fries and going to McDonald's. So now he eating a salad. Look how sad he is. Look at that. That boy about to cry. Look at him.
You forcing me to eat this? Yeah.
He's like, bro, do I gotta eat this for real? Like, yes, brother. Yes, you do. It's gonna be good for you. Look at his face. He's like, I don't want to eat this. Nah, this is the whole point. Make sure that you tell your kids what to eat. So shout out to this man right here. What you got on that, Jabari?
You gotta teach them while young, but I know that boy was hurting like, dang, I gotta eat this. It's like, yeah, because we both ain't right.
Yeah, facts.
But we both ain't right. But at least you're trying to steer in the right direction and get things right. Back on track. So that's the start.
It's a start. It's a start. You did. And I like the start because this is why it's important for us to talk about this stuff, right? It's important for us to talk about this because I start to realize that even people who are obese are starting to understand that they are obese to the point where they know that they have to change their life. And I have another video about somebody who's going to be honest about that. So, but before we get to it, man, let's get to these comments. You dig? That's how the game said I need to go there. Yeah, you need to go to that water spot, man. That water spot is from a natural well. It's called an aquifer. So it pulls the water up from the ground, but it's naturally filtered. So it's good, clean, naturally sourced water. You dig? I'm gonna play this comment again because this shit was funny. Those boys were built like aunties, them young college kids, built like Uncle Clifford from P Valley. Good Lord. That's a goddamn shame. That's a 50-year-old man. Child Jenny says, oh, that kid is way too large. Absolutely way too large. That boy looking like a extra large linebacker. Child again says, get your fruits and good protein, little guy. Absolutely. That's what he needs. Hey, he need a personal trainer too, for real. Need to go hit your boy Cobe Rise. You did. All right, so let's get to this next video. Let me know if you guys can hear it in the comment section. If you don't work, you don't eat. Let's go.
And talking about if they don't get their food stamps next month, how they gonna go into these people's stores and take what they need. Talking all bold, like people owe them something. But I got a question. What makes you think that you entitled to take anything that you ain't worked for? You want another man or woman to get out there, plow the field, break their backs, while you sit back and watch and you want to eat off their labor, the devil is a lie. That's what you call bold, entitled, warped way of thinking. If you mad at anybody, talk to God about it because it's in his word. If a man chooses not to work, then he should not eat. God never blesses idleness.
Uh-oh. Did y'all hear that? God does not bless. Woo! Hey.
Yeah.
That right there is insane. That is insane. In the Bible, it even says in the Bible, if you don't work, you don't eat. You expect somebody else to save your ass. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. She preaching on this one. Hold on, we're gonna finish the video and then we'll get to it. So let me keep playing this video real quick.
He blesses the works of our hands, not all of these excuses, entitled mindsets coming out of our mouths. You wouldn't let us move into your place, eat your food, use your water, or sleep in your bed without your permission, right? So why would you try to sit up here and justify going into these people's stores that they built with their sweat, hours, and sacrifice? We got to stop glorifying self-inflicted struggles. Get up off your behind and do what they're asking you to do. 20 hours, that's it. You do it with everything else. God feeds the birds. He just expects that the nest be built. So if you got questions, here's the answers. Stop waiting for a handout. Stop moving your mouth. Start moving them hands. Because guess what? If you don't work, it's 9 times out of 10, you're not going to eat. You got
Shout out to this sister. Shout out to this sister. So if y'all don't know, I'm gonna give y'all some background or some context to the video. So what she's talking about specifically is that there's been videos going around about people that have been talking about stealing out of these stores because they need to eat. So they don't want to work and they mad about the snaps and the food stamps and all this other stuff going on to where they're just robbing and stealing. She's saying it's incorrect. And in the Bible, it clearly shows a man that doesn't work doesn't eat. So yeah, that means they got to get up off their lazy asses and get to it instead of being upset about what the hell going on. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it is. So she preaching, you dig? So I'm gonna give her Don DeMarco. What you on that, your boy?
Simple and plain that you have to you gotta work, work to eat and not be lazy about it. It's just that simple with that.
Yep. Yeah, it is. It's plain and simple. And that's why I say, like, the community, we have to change, right? We have to change our mindsets. Our mindset has been so used to having a handout. We're so used to depending on the government. And I'm gonna be honest, I think it's more so about a self-hate. I think it's a self-hate aspect of it. People complain so much that they'll protest to get help versus just going out there and just getting to the grind. And that's a mindset shift. Like, I remember back in the day, you're not supposed to depend on food stamps. That was more so like a crutch for you to use temporarily to get up on your feet. Not, oh, the government is giving me this amount of money. Yay, I'm about to use this now and use the system to get what I want. That mindset is what is evil. It teaches you what not to do. And you think you're benefiting off of it. And here's the problem. You can't benefit off of somebody else. And that was the point of what she's talking about. You're depending on someone else. Like, if I have to pay, if food stamps are coming out of my taxes, I'm feeding y'all. Why should I feed y'all when y'all not treating yourselves right? Y'all not treating yourselves right. And that's coming out of my pocket. So, like, why would I do that? I'm supposed to be responsible for me and mine. So if it's going to go out to the world, I want to make sure that y'all doing it the right thing, not taking advantage of the system. And that's what a lot of people are doing. They're taking away SNAP benefits. They're taking away all this different stuff. And y'all mad. Well, these are temporary things, so you shouldn't depend on it. And that's my opinion. And here's the thing. I'm a reasonable guy. I understand that there's people that require it. I'm not even talking about that. But what's messed up is people that are stealing and all this stuff and scamming, they're messing it up for the, like, I'm going to give you an example. There's elderly folks that can't do for themselves. They need it. There's people out there that are working and going to school, have kids, they need it, right? And actually are doing the work to try to get it. Hell, there's married couples out here that's struggling who make too much that they can't even get on food stamps. And guess what? They actually need it. So it's messing. The system was there temporarily for you guys, and these people were taking advantage of it. And she's giving you a biblical perspective on what you should and shouldn't do, talking about how in the Bible, if you don't work, you don't eat, and that goes across the board. So that's really just a life lesson. You did. Yeah. So yeah. Shout out to, he already read that. Shout out to Ranico. She bought the scripture out. She sure did. She was preaching on it. Get a little church out here. Hey, Gang said Jesus himself said, if a man does not work, he does not eat. There you go. Also, God to Adam says, by the sweat of your brow, you shall eat bread. Meaning, get your ass a job, God damn it.
Yeah. Right.
Get you a power level 9,000 ninja out here. That's you know what? That's the answer. So any ladies, y'all complaining about SNAP benefits and food stamps, get you a power level 9,000 man and get to it. Mm-hmm. And fellas, if you complaining, you need to get your ass up and work like Gang said. You did.
Yep.
You don't have, what does it say? You do have some who do work, and that's true, but they don't make enough to cover them and their children. Exactly. Shout out to Brown Boy says these kids need less social media and more outdoor activities. Yes. What you say, man? It's been so many times where we talked about this, bro. I think social media really messed up the culture. It really messed us up so bad. Like the kids don't go outside no more. We used to be outside all day and all night to where like really we only came back inside to go eat and take a shower. They made us, you know what I'm saying? So
much energy.
Exactly, man. But yeah, that's the whole thing about this SNAP stuff, man. And when it comes to by the way, and yeah, with this whole SNAP benefits and everything, that also is going to change health insurances. That's right. They're going to change. So health insurance is going up, y'all. Health insurance is going up to the point where it's almost getting unaffordable for these states to cover it. And guess who's going to pay for it if the states can't cover it? Coming out of our asses. Mm-hmm. And they will call the government crazy and say the government is insane. Well, guess what? This is the point of y'all supposed to do the right things. Being fit will make you more money because you spend less money overall. It's called preventative care. Why do you think preventative care is so cheap? Here's the thing, it's not as promoted because they understand that most people don't do preventative care. They will do the reactive care, which is after they break a bone or after they need to go to a hospital trip. That's why it's expensive, because they're not healthy already. So everybody and I'm not talking about the chronic health issues and the people that, were born with deformities and all that. Like that's a rare far in between. The normal day-to-day person reacts. They don't do the preventative care, which is why preventative care is actually cheaper than health insurance. So the point of it is you guys wouldn't have to worry about health insurance if you guys did preventative care. Kobe, what's preventative care? Eat your fruits and vegetables. Get your ass some green beans.
That part.
Get your ass up and get some real food so that way you can get into healthy shape, meaning also work out, what Jabari and me were talking about at the beginning of this show. Mm-hmm. Workouts are preventative care. It's just like going to the dentist. You go to the dentist biannually, you brush your teeth twice a day, you floss. That's preventative care to prevent you from getting root canals, cavities, all this different stuff. Why? Because when you get root canals and cavities and toothaches, it's more expensive. That's where the health insurance comes in, because when these doctors are charging you guys an arm and a leg, you need to lean on health insurance. But guess what? If you ain't got health insurance, you about to kick out 10 grand.
Yep.
Because your ass didn't want to wake up and brush your teeth twice a day and preventative care. and you want to be a big back and drink 8 sodas a goddamn night, and you drinking a lethal death of sugar, you wonder why his goddamn health insurance is high. You can't goddamn stop drinking soda.
Right.
Shout out to Drea, man. She says, and health insurance is already high enough as it is. And guess what, Drea? I'm about to make it worse. It's about to double. Health insurance is about to double. And this is why I say, for real, we're actually better off by it. And God forbid, let's just say if it's too expensive, you may not be able to get the health insurance. But here's the craziest part about it, y'all. You probably wouldn't even need it like that, except for going to the doctor for preventative care, which is paying like a concierge or getting a nutritionist and going to the doctor to get a checkup annually. You rather just pay it a la carte. So just go to the doctor and schedule yourself without health insurance a yearly checkup. Hey, doc, pull my blood, check it out. Let me just send me the bill. Just send me the bill. You're better off paying that and getting preventative care, meaning go work out, brush your teeth twice a day, take a shower, clean yourself, and go to these doctors for the annual checkup to make sure you're doing the proper things. You'll come out cheaper to where you really wouldn't even need health insurance. And don't do anything crazy like damn jump off a goddamn roof. I mean, be smart. You know what I'm saying? Like try not to break a bone. That's why I say get a personal trainer so that way you're not doing anything extreme to mess you up in the long term, so you can save your money for when you get older. And even then, when you do preventative care for an extended period of time, you help yourself when you get older. Shout out Dre says, oh, yeah, I already read that. Health insurance is already high. Yep. So again, this is why I say it's important for you guys on preventative care. And this is what's going to save you guys. What you got on that too, Jabbar, about being preventative, having preventative care?
Similar play, and the way to do that, eat healthy, taking the right foods.
Facts.
That nutrition and strength for you, and also to exercise regularly as well.
Mm-hmm.
You can keep yourself at a good constant weight. Then that will cut out all the excess stuff that comes with bad health.
Yep.
With bad health specifically.
Big facts. And we're gonna get to this last video, man. And it's a little bit triggering for the common folks, but to us, we know it's average shit. You dig what I'm saying? So this person is talking about the average weight of someone who's on SNAP benefits. Let's get to the video, man. Give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear it in the comment section. Here we go.
SNAP, getting free food. And the average person that gets no free food from the government, the average female who gets no free food from the government is 146 pounds. The average SNAP recipient is 211 pounds. So is it a food? I know. First off, we talk about going hungry. Nobody could benefit from a nice fast more than the SNAP recipient. You took the average person that's on SNAP getting free food, and the average person that gets no free food from the government, the average female who gets no free food from the government is 146 pounds. The average SNAP recipient is 211 pounds. So is it a food? I know.
Yeah. Oh man, did y'all hear that? The average who gets no free food from the government is about average weight. The average SNAP recipient is about 211 pounds. Goddamn, boy. Do you think that's true? Now, I don't have, first of all, y'all, I have no facts to back this up. So don't get mad at me. I'm not saying it's true because I haven't looked up the numbers, but I don't know, man. Do you think he right, Jabbar?
I don't know that either, although it might, part of the reasons for that, what he said, might be because of those that have those benefits use it for unhealthy foods.
Ooh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
So maybe it was alluded to that.
That's a good point. The research indicates a higher prevalence of obesity among SNAP participants compared to the eligible non-participants is a complex issue with many contributing factors. Okay, so apparently, according to NIH, there is a relationship between obesity and SNAP. The results were multivariate mediation analysis showed that SNAP participants had almost 3 times the odds of being obese when compared to eligible non-participants. The ratio was 95% confidence interval. This association was only slightly attenuated when mental health was incorporated. And that is according to the National Library of Medicine, PMC PubMed Central. That was the relationship between obesity participant supplemental nutrition assistance program, SNAP. Is it a mental health? Is mental health a mediator? So I think that's probably where the guy is getting his point from.
Yeah.
And which you pretty much made the valid point is the food that they're choosing. So if you're going to be on SNAP and EBT or whatever, like it depends on the food that you're trying or the food that you're eating. So I can see that. Well, and my thing is when I was on food stamps at one point, right? And this back in college, we was eating healthy. Like we was cooking. Like we went to the meat market. This back when I was eating everything like steaks and chicken and all that. I go to the meat market, bro. We'll get a pack for like $20, like $20, right? And then we'll go to like Walmart. We'll go to Food Line, and we're getting canned vegetables. You know what I'm saying? Like we getting them, and we eating. You know what I'm saying? Like we was eating like real good food. So I think it's a matter of choice. It's really choice because when I was on food stamps, I wasn't eating no big back ass food. I was being regular, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think it's about, and this goes outside of SNAP too, and I think it's more so about food choice in general. Again, this goes back to that preventative care. If you guys are looking to do preventative care, it's probably smart for you guys to eat better and choose a more of a fitness lifestyle. It's better for us all if we do that. And it's actually, we can help the government out. You can help the government out by getting your ass in shape. So they don't have to worry about health insurance money, SNAP money. That money can go to something else. If we reduce the weight of the American society, they wouldn't need SNAP benefits. They would literally do things differently. Like that money could go towards something else to help kids and help like single moms and things like that. Mm-hmm. To where like, okay, if the rest of the economy was healthy and happy, I don't think food stamps will be a big issue. Like, I don't think they would complain as much as my point.
Right.
I mean, that's my opinion, of course. That's my opinion. Shout out to SG. Also, Proverbs 13. The wealth gathered hastily will dwindle, but he who gathers through labor will increase it. Don't steal. The help is there for those who deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's preach.
Nice.
Let's pray out here. Lord, we thank you, Lord. Say these big back asses. We gonna pray over them, Lord. You know what, God? After hearing that BS about that lady, Lord, we gonna take it back. Look, Lord, strike thine devilish down, Lord. Lord, we smite thine evil. Shout out to SAG, man. He says, I think that's accurate because look at food choices of SNAP beneficiaries, all processed. There you go. So yeah, y'all was on point with that. But yeah, man, we gonna get up out of here, man. We went way over on what I wanted to do, but yeah. Any last words, your boy, man, before we get up out of here?
No, man. Yeah. I say just honestly take care of y'all health, eat clean, get your checkups, work out, exercise properly, hydrate properly. Mm-hmm. And definitely drink y'all water because it's beneficial for your health.
Big facts.
Yeah, man.
I will say, man, I'll piggyback off of that and say, y'all, all this stealing and about the EBT and snapping all that, it's for the birds. And I'm be honest, your big back ass ain't gonna get away from the police. Them police gonna break your ass down. So you're doing yourself a disservice.
Right.
You're actually gonna cost the government more money because guess what? Now that you're stealing, now they gotta spend more money to keep y'all big back ass in jail. So overall, it'd be better to just have everybody get a fitness lifestyle perspective, train properly, get a personal trainer, do preventative care so that way your doctor bills will be much cheaper, your bills will be much cheaper, your food will be much cheaper. When you do a mostly whole food perspective, your kids won't be obese because you'll be cooking for them. You cook for yourself, you cook for your kids. I mean, literally, the less you eat, the better off it'll be. And like he said, everybody can benefit from a good fast. I should not see anybody eating like a bodybuilder who's not working out like a bodybuilder. It's just what it is. Bodybuilders can have about 5 meals because they're working out continuously and all this other stuff because they're trying to grow. They have a certain threshold they're trying to meet. But if they big back ass is eating the same amount, but they're not working out like that, then yeah, you're going to do everybody a disservice because not everybody should be eating like that. Not everybody can afford to be eating about 5-6 meals a day. You really should be getting just enough for what your weight is. So if y'all look up how much you should be eating for your weight, then you'll understand why I say it's important for you to fast because most people are just eating too much. You dig? So we're going to get up out of here, man. I'm Kobe Rise and Rise. You dig? When we're faced with an obstacle, you know what we do.
Rise.
Sir.
Fitness is more than just lifting weights. It's about crafting a lifestyle that balances strength, health, and happiness. At Rise and Rise Academy, we believe in fueling your workouts with our specially designed supplements, perfect for anyone looking to elevate their daily performance. Our community thrives on clean eating, staying energized, and finding joy in every step of the journey. It's not just about transforming your body. It's about reshaping your mindset and embracing a sustainable, empowering way of life. When obstacles arise, we don't back down.